Greetings. We're probably live now. Maybe. Let's find out. Oh shit, something's happening. Make sure it's live. Greetings. Something's live. We're good. Everything's fantastic. So, to preface this, for those of you who are just now joining in, I'm by myself right now, but Angel will be joining me shortly. He was in the middle of something and had to do that. But he will be joining me momentarily, and he will jump on the stream, and it will be awesome. He's just got to set up his camera and all that. So I will not be alone, because me being alone is completely boring usually. So he will be joining me when we get there, is the idea. Now I wait. How's the sound? He will jump on the stream, and it will be awesome. So it sounds good. It's actually not that bad of a delay. So now all I have to do is basically just wait for Angel to join me, and everything will be awesome. Hopefully. That's the idea, at least. Although, while I'm here, let's post this jelly to the Twitter and Facebook and all sorts of crap. Ooh, shit. Live stream. Hashtag 3D printing. Because why not? Oh yeah. You know, I was actually going to have something started. I was going to have a print started, but I didn't get it started in time. And I'll worry about it later. Let's see if I can throw this on the Facebook group right quick, because I don't think there's anyone actually watching this right now. 2 people. 2 people. You guys are cool. Shite. Live stream with 3D printing and such. Angel from... Oh, Marco got it. Good job, Marco. You got it. Although you won't be getting it. Now you won't get it, because I closed Facebook. So, at this point, I'm now just by myself, dreading my lonesomeness, because, you know, so Angel will be getting on in a little bit and joining me. So, hello everybody. Welcome to Thursday Night Chat, my regular Thursday evening chat type thing. Q&A, 3D printing is the topic. But you know, seeing where Angel is. He should be here eventually. And everything will be good. Hey, what's up, Marco? The stream doesn't start until I ping it. Yeah, well, it actually starts when I push the button, but whatever. There's 2 people watching, so that's fine. I'm tired today. I'm very tired today. I feel like I'm gonna pass out at any given time. So, you know, we'll see how that goes. Yes, camera's blocked. So the idea is, last week when me and Angel did this, it took us a lot of ridiculousness to try to get that camera working on the stream like it is now, and then also set up the hangouts so I could have his screen, but I can't use both. They can't use the camera for both streams, so he can't see what I'm doing, which is kind of annoying, unless I get another camera or something. But I can't find my regular cheapy webcam. I don't know where it is. And I was really hoping to have a USB cable to connect to my DSLR, to plug the DSLR into my computer and use it as a webcam. Apparently it can be done with my camera. And the cable was supposed to get here today via Amazon, and it did not show up. Apparently it's delayed in the mail, so everything is sad and lonely. And my nose is kind of stuffed up. I mowed the lawn today, so that's why I'm wearing a white shirt instead of my usual black shirts. And so I'm stuffy and tired, and football is on. Go Miami. So we'll go from there. All is well. So we have 4 people in here now. Hello, 4 people. I've got a almost empty glass of milk. Now it's even less empty, or even less full. My nose is bothering me. I really should have gotten an allergy thing. Holy crap. Ugh. Angel will be in here somewhere. Ugh. John Tiloka. Pretty sure that's how you say that last name. Hi, Dustin. Hello, John. How are you doing? Wish I had some tissues, but I don't. Damn it. Z1 Power. Hi. Greetings. Good evening. There's 7 people watching. Woo! For those of you who are just now joining in, like I said, Angel will be joining me again. He's just setting up his stuff. So he will be joining me shortly, and I won't be alone, which will be awesome, because I don't like doing stuff alone. Gah, my nose is killing me. Rick, hi. Hello, Rick. How are you doing? So, PID programming, how to do. There's G code for PID tuning. What is it called? PID tuning Marlin. I don't remember what it's called. There's a guide on YouTube on how to do it. Just look up Marlin PID auto tune, and there's a thing you can do, and it'll automatically do it for you. It's awesome. Damn. Marco, I've got to join next time. Yeah, Marco, you want to be on next week's show? Let me know. We'll do it. It'll be awesome. I need like a logo like up here. Like this nonsense should be up there or something. Like, I don't know. I got to redo this because this kind of looks stupid. It's kind of bothering me now that I look at it. So I need to change it. I'm going to sneeze. Holy shit. Damn it. And it's killed everyone who with headphones on, I'm assuming. Oh, man. How about getting Angel a job at Folger Tech? They need all the help they can get. Hey, if he wants to travel 4 hours or 4.5 hours there every day, go right ahead. Changing heating element. Should just be pull it out. Like just undo those 2 screws on the heat block, pull it out, and put the new one in. It's tuned for 40 watt. I wouldn't go lower than 40 watt, or else it might not heat up hot enough. I posted problem on Folger Tech Facebook page about F25 blowing the fuse. Can you read it? I will check it after the stream. Make sure you're using a 4 amp fuse. If you're not using a 4 amp fuse, then it could blow fairly easily because, or if it's wired wrong. If it's wired wrong, it'll just blow the fuse randomly anyway because fuses. Where's the hell's Angel? Everyone, go in the chat. Type, hurry up, Angel. That way when he joins in, he'll be able to see all the comments. It'll be funny. Although I think he's got the stream up. I'd be surprised if he should have it already. See what he's doing. Oh, I messed it up. Stock 2020, all the Folger Tech heaters are 40 watt heaters. They're 40-watt hot ends. 12 volt. So, on your bed cables where they solder at the bed touching a bed clip. That happens more than you think. Like, a lot of people, for whatever, like, they'll just put the bed clip on, or the clips on for the bed, and it shorts the two, like, bed things, and everything explodes. Like, it happens more than not. Like, I just helped out 2 people, like, in the past 2 days with that, and that was the issue. Like, it was just, they had the bed clip, or the little clips were shorting the bed connections, which I thought was hilarious. Any thin angel hair wires sticking out from plugs and shorting. That too. Just one little single bit of wire sticking out somewhere could kill everything. No, using a silicone pad. Oh, well then if it's like a super high wattage silicone pad, then you might need a bigger power supply. Especially if you're using a 3 amp fuse, it's probably not going to be rated for it. If you're using a 4 amp fuse, it might work. But you got to see what the power draw is on it. Yeah, you might need to be running a SSR or something. Where the hell is Angel? About to call this dude and be like, hey, where the heck are you? Because I really need to go to a tissue, but I don't want to leave you guys hanging. So I'm gonna wait. I'm gonna stick it out until he gets back. Where the heck is he? What is he doing? So how's everyone doing today? How's everyone doing this week? Has anyone done any super awesome prints or anything like that? I've not done any prints. I've done quite a bit of laser cutting, and I'll get to that at some point. Not tonight, but I've done a bunch of laser cutting stuff this week for a family that was down, and it turned out a lot of really cool things. Turned out really nicely, so that was good. I can run the bed at 70 and the hot end at 230 for an hour with no problem. I still haven't read the one on Facebook, so I don't know what it's saying. If it's blowing the fuse, it might just be that at some random point it like spikes it or something, which is no good. Just don't use a fuse and just like hardwire it straight in, and then you're good. And you just won't have any protection for the power supply. I printed winglets for an RC glider for my brother. Ooh, that's cool. I was thinking about making a remote-controlled something. Like 3D printed everything except for the electronics and motor, which would be awesome. Angel's online. Everyone, don't tell Angel. Wait, as soon as Angel comes on, just everyone pretend like he's not even there. It'll be awesome. I should probably put headphones on. That one. Everything will be awesome. Let's do this. Let's see if it works. Oh man, there he is. I can't hear you. Hold on. I don't know if I can hear you or not. I can't hear you. I can't hear you. I can't hear you. You're not on screen yet either. Boom. Good news, everyone. I'm good. My screen's on. Angel, I can't hear. But his screen is working, so that's good. No, I cannot hear you if you're talking. I can see you talking, but I can't hear you talking. Hold on, we'll figure this out. Nothing. Oh shit. I heard that. I heard it go ping. Angel, you'll be cropped the same amount as you were last week. It'll be the exact same frame. Should be at least. He still doesn't have any sound though. So I'm talking, but you can't listen. Yeah, I can't hear you. Is it showing up in your windows like that it's doing stuff? Because I just cannot hear your stream. I can't hear you. Nope. Nope. Nothing. Not a thing. Did you try unplugging it and plugging it back in? I should probably get this like, hey, just letting you know, I'm gonna put your camera up on the camera so people can watch you struggle because it'll be funny. There's Angel. There's me. You can't hear it. It's kind of funny. You got it working on Windows. Well, you got this, man. I believe in you. Everyone, go ahead and like type in the chat, like, giving all of your confidence and all of your like motivation to Angel while he tries to figure this out. He really needs it. What's your, go to your recording devices on your sound. Does it like show that it's making noise and stuff? It is? Is Hangouts have this microphone selected as the microphone? Well, go up to the settings and pick that. Oh, he left the call. Sad face. Well, it's fine. Gotta wait for him anyway. Holy crap, what's been going on with the chat, guys?
Can you hear me?
I can hear you now.
Finally!
Woo! Yeah, holy crap, that took forever.
I don't know what happened. It was set before.
Did you just like restart it and it was fine?
Yeah.
Okay, good. So that works. Okay, what's
So we're live?
Huh? Yeah, we're live. We've been live. I've been live for like, I've been live since 9.
No way, Jose.
Yeah, I was like, I'm going to start and then I'm just going to tell everyone, hey, it's just me, but Angel will be joining in a minute. Don't worry.
Yeah, I had to run here. I was at my friend's house and I was helping him install LEDs on his 3D printer. So, and that took a while because we had to remake the whole Marlin firmware.
Remake the
for
whole
the cloner.
Marlin firmware?
Yeah, like put everything in the config.h and then test that everything worked, and it was annoying because the firmware that I had was really, really old.
Did you should have asked me because I have a RC6 version for the cloner.
Really?
Yeah, it works really well. Yeah.
Does it have the LED settings?
It might. I don't know. It's RC6, so it might.
Check. You can check in config.h.
I'll check later. Remind me later, and I'll send it to you.
Oh.
Anyway, let's look at the chat.
I have to open the chat still. I was like running here.
All right, let's see. New problem with the FT5. I was print some test prints. Large, and it took up most of the build surface of the front and back. Thermal runaway. Oh, thermal runaway. When I checked the printer, the fuse had popped. Replaced the fuse, left the printer to heat up for 1 hour. Bed to 70, hot end 230, blah, blah, blah. Print again, same problem. ID0 is the hot end, right? Yeah, it is. See what size fuse you're using. If it's a 4 amp fuse, it might be that the bed is just drawing too much power and it's popping the fuse, especially if you're using a 3 amp fuse. You want to use a 4 amp fuse if it's using a 3. You need a 4 for the FT5 bed, the big one.
Oh man,
I can print small things, but when I print much larger things, it blows. That shouldn't matter. Like the size of what you're using shouldn't determine how much power it's using. It's going to be the temperature of the bed and the temperature of the hot end is going to affect what it's drawing. Holy crap, I finally get to join this and see the chat. Every other week I was getting dumb errors.
You know what's funny?
What?
That I tried to type in the chat, like this video for a free iPhone, and YouTube didn't let me.
Yeah, I think I have the word free and iPhone like blocked. I have a bunch of words blocked on chat and comments and stuff like that, so probably wouldn't even let me use it.
Wow.
Let's see.
So,
welcome. Thank you, Bluefuse. What
that's
is
a
good
lot of
Cura setting?
questions.
What is good Cura settings for ABS? Just use.
What the hell?
I don't know if you can hear that or not, but football's on, and my brother is like a massive Miami Dolphins fan, so they're playing right now. So if you hear any yelling in the background, it's just him. He's watching football, and he gets really passionate about it. So
Such a nice guy.
if you hear like cursing and swearing, you know that something bad happened.
Such a nice guy.
Uh,
It's so hot here in New York. Damn.
it's hot.
Yeah, it's hot.
It was. I mowed the lawn today. It was 96, I think, or something ridiculous.
Not in day, just blackout. Blackout, just me. Is that a blackout?
A blackout.
You have a blackout?
Night and day on my 55 after PID auto tune. Smoothie wear. Blackout. PID. Well, here's the thing about PID. The PID that we use in the stock firmware is not really made for any of the printers that it's used. Unless John did it at some point, pretty much it's never really been tuned. So it's good to actually do a PID auto tune, and you'll get a lot better heating quality and like maintaining temperatures by doing it yourself. And it also depends on your heat bed too, because there's every heat bed is slightly different in what the hell's the word? You know what I mean? The resistance.
Yeah,
the
some
resistance
of
is
them
a little
have
bit different in every bed, like in any printer, not just like the Prusas, the Costals, everything. So the PID tune will definitely change just bed to bed, not even printer, like not even just different printers, but each individual bed. So it's good to PID tune yourself, I guess.
Yeah, because every bed is not perfect, and usually they're supposed to have a certain resistance, and they might get out of that resistance range, and then from then you're gonna have to calibrate it in order to get like a perfect heating every time.
Like black screen, no Dustin.
No Dustin.
Looks like it's just
Let me
reload the page because we're both showing up on my YouTube stream. I got the stream on it.
Actually.
It should be it. Yeah, he's showing up on OBS, and then we're both showing up on the actual YouTube broadcast over here. So, reload the page.
Oh, beautiful Dustin, no beautiful Angel.
Now, it did go out when Angel first joined because my screen froze and I took it off and turned it back on. But it should have been fixed by this point. I came using the same fuse that came with the printer. Well, we switched from 3 amp to 4 amp at some point, so I don't know which one you have. You have to check to see. It should be labeled on the fuse if it's 3 amp or 4 amp. Football is politics and propaganda. It is, but it's also football, and it's fun to watch sometimes. Black screen, no Dustin. Yeah, that might have been earlier. I don't really know. I don't know if he's further back or not. Who knows? Where's all the comments? Hey guys, comment on stuff. Ask us stuff. Angel, what have you been making today?
Stuff. Lately, what I have? Let me see. I have been building these tables that I have here. You see that I have a different frame than before. It's because I have tables on the other side of the room, and I just put my computer here. And also, I've been finishing this. Hold on. Everything's gonna fall down. No. I've been building this power supply.
Custom power supply. Is that got like 5 volt, 12 volt, 3.3, everything?
Even negative 12 volts. And it has USBs. It has switches for the output. so I can kill the output no matter what. And also a power switch, and also has its LED for the power and uh, the output, and also has measuring amperage and voltage and so on. But
That's pretty cool.
I have to buy new pots for that one.
Did you just use a cheap B ATX power supply?
Yeah, this power supply, it was from like the fucking 90s.
I have
So
I've got a couple just laying around right now because I was fixing one of my mom's computers, my mom's old computer, and yeah, that's. Do you know what the like max amperage is on, or the max wattage is on each rail? Probably want to check that
uh
because
I
usually it's
think I
not
can check
much.
right now. Hold on.
I know if you have the casing, it'll say on there like so many
It
watts per 12 volt per 5 volt, things like that.
Damn. So it's in the positive 5 volts is 18 amps. 12 volts is 6 amps. 5 volts uh, VSB. I don't know what SB is, 1 amp. Negative 5 volts is 0. 0.3. Negative 12 is 0. 0.3. And plus 3.3 is 10 amps. That's a lot.
Yeah.
That's a
What
lot.
was it, like a 360 power or watt power supply total or something?
It's where is it? I don't see it.
It should say
I think
somewhere.
is it 200?
It might be.
It might be
It's,
just
it,
200.
it's probably not a
It's really
massive.
really
If it's
really
one of,
also.
if it's one of those old ones, they're usually not super. You know, they're not super great.
Yeah, I don't know. It was like 200 something last time I checked. I don't know.
Huh. Do you need a meter with test probe to do auto PID reset? No, it's literally just
Hell
it's literally just a G code. You just like
damn.
you literally just go and put a you just go in like a controller software like Cura or not Cura but Repetier or Simplify 3 and put in a certain G code. And it'll automatically do it, and then it'll give you like a string of numbers at the end, and then you just copy and paste that into the firmware where the PID settings are, and that's all you have to do. It's awesome. Something.
Yeah, it's pretty easy, but I never do it. I don't know why.
Yeah, me either. I'm printing right now with a 2mm nozzle. What? 2mm nozzle? Holy crap! That's ridiculous.
I mean that's way bigger than the actual like
That's bigger than the filament.
1.75 filament.
Unless you're using a
Damn.
0.2mm filament, in which case that'd be a pretty cool one. It's small. But if it's 2mm nozzle, unless you're using 3mm filament, but even then that would be pretty ridiculous. Unless it's like the part daddy or something, in which case I can understand.
Are you using a volcano for that one? Because to
Volcano
melt
only goes up to 1.2 millimeter.
it goes only to 1.2.
As far
Because
as I
to
know,
melt that like
it's got to be hot and it's got to be slow.
yeah.
I've done it before. It like literally almost just comes out as like regular filament.
Yeah,
It's kind of ridiculous.
it's just crazy.
Yeah.
I might get up. I'm trying to do some rework for the hypercube that I have, and I might get a volcano later on.
Yeah. The
Cause
volcano's
I
cool,
have some
especially for
plans.
like 0.6 is pretty nice. But I wouldn't really usefully use over 0.6. Maybe 0.8 for big things, but
Yeah, you're just gonna get at that point. You're just getting a spaghetti, basically.
spaghetti. M303EX is your device. So for hot end. As for temperature you'd like, punch that, cycle it 8 times, save it with M500. Boom. Yeah.
I mean, if you're saying that 1.75 with PLA and Titan is slow, I mean, how fast are you printing?
Very slowly. But even like at that point, is the slowness you have to print at going to defeat the purpose of having a big nozzle?
Yeah.
You know, it's like I'll live with my decent nozzle. So I mean, I literally printed a Benchy in less than 15 minutes with a 0.8 millimeter nozzle. I think it was 0.8 or 1 millimeter. I can't remember, but I printed a full Benchy in like less than 15 minutes. Normally it takes me 45 minutes to an hour with decent quality settings.
Yeah, that's usually the average.
Yeah, so it was like less than 15 minutes, and it turned out pretty decent too. It didn't have all the fine detail, obviously, but it was like, wow, that's pretty nice.
You remember that when you got the FT5 that you were pushing it to like 200 millimeters a second?
I got it up to 215 or so. And
Jesus.
it was, I mean, it would work fine. It's just at that point you have to have really good cooling because the layers don't have time to cool. So
Yeah.
yeah.
You gotta be careful because there's a fine line that you don't wanna cross.
Yeah. Not sure what I missed. Reloaded. I can see you guys again. Well, good. I'm glad you can see us now. 0.6 produced my better prints. Yeah, 0.6 is really good. It's just a little bit faster than 0.4, which is stock, but a little bit less detail. Not that bad. The fuses.
I mean, how bad are we talking about? How bad are we talking about in terms of quality? Because
it's not that much worse. It's not
is it
that
noticeable?
much worse. It is noticeable, but it's not that much worse, and it does cut down. It's like a 20% decrease in time for larger things with not a lot of detail, like vases and stuff like that.
And at what
fine.
Basically, at what layer heights would you print that
0.2.
then?
I was printing in 0.2.
I'll go. Usually now I'm just
You can do 0.3
like
and it works fine too.
I'm mostly doing 0.3 most of the time now because it's faster.
Yeah.
I like
lazy.
big prints.
The fuses I have are F3AL 250 volt. Yeah, that's a 3 amp fuse. You need to get a 4 amp fuse. You must have a kit from a while back because we switched over to 4 amp fuses. Maybe March or something? March or April? I think that's when we switched to 4 amp fuses. So get a 4 amp fuse and you shouldn't be blowing them anymore. The big bed takes up a lot of power. So especially if you're using a custom bed, then there's no telling what it could be. You might need more than that. So once you're doing custom stuff, you'll have to just figure it out. It's hard to say, really.
Yeah.
First and last try with this nozzle. Saw it and decided to try it. 2 millimeter nozzle. That's ridiculous. Quality just depends on what you're trying to print. I mean, if you're just printing something that's like a circle, like a vase, you could use like a 5 millimeter nozzle and it'll probably look fine. But if you're trying to print something that's got someone's like name written in it, might not be that good. So got it back in November. Yeah, so that was back when they were using 3 amp fuses. So if you just get a 4 amp fuse, more than likely it'll be fine. 3 amp fuse is what is required for the power supply. So if you use a 4 amp fuse, it doesn't really protect the power supply as much. In that the power supply can go up to its full voltage because of the way the power supply draws. It outputs 360, but it's actually drawing like 400 watts or so, which is why the 4 amp fuse is necessary. But yeah, you just got to be careful with it. If you really want to, get a bigger power supply too. That way you won't have any issues with having a bigger bed or a more powerful bed.
How much is the power supply for the FT5? Is it the same as the process?
Yeah, it's the same. It's just a 360 watt, which is like that's about as small as you'd want to go. It's like it pushes it. So with some of those beds that were going out that were undersized a little bit, they were causing the power supplies to overload.
I remember that.
Yeah, the beds themselves draw like somewhere upwards of like 260, 270 amp or watts. Like when they're in range, some of these were out of range to the point to where they were drawing like 300, 320 watts themselves.
Holy crap.
Plus the wattage you need for the hot end, a 40 watt hot end, and all the motors. It was killing the power supplies.
Yeah, because all the other stuff, like in every printer, the bed is the thing that draws the most power.
Oh yeah, the bed draws the most heat considerably. So as long as they're within range, like we found that there was a batch that went out that was out of range, but now they're all in range and haven't really had then. But What amps of both polyfuses on the ramps? What are they? I think the top one is 5 amp and the bottom one is 11 amp, I think.
Wow, Dustin, is that true? You release a Fogertech clone on AliExpress?
Oh man, was that
Wow,
me?
shame on you, Dustin.
Was that me? Or was that some Chinese dude? I don't have the resources to do that. I don't even have the resources to buy my own Folgertech printer, let alone produce clones and ship them. I've gotten all my printers for
Some
free. Come on now.
some Chinese guy from Guangdong named Dustin.
That'd be funny. It's like someone's using my name, trying to like get the notoriety. It's like, yeah, I actually work for the company. I'm selling these on my own. That's actually a good idea. Should ask John if I can just have like a whole bunch of them for free for scientific reasons and then just sell them all. That'd be terrible. It would be sweet if John added one of those 30 amp $8 MOSFETs with the big heat sink into the kit. Thinking about that. We're gonna. Well, I don't know when this is going to happen, but there's going to be an update kind of to the FT5, and it's going to have like a 24 volt. It'll be 24 volt, not 12 volt. So it'll have a bed designed for 24 volt, which will mean it'll be less amperage, which means it'll be better. Like a 500 watt 24 volt power supply or something ridiculous. Whatever wattage or whatever, I don't remember. Like a better bed, or the same kind of bed, but it actually works and it doesn't kill everything. But like I said, 24 volt nonsense. I think SSR possibly. I don't know yet. Stuff like that.
I mean, just for safety, like he can get a bunch of them for cheap. Just for safety, I'll throw in one in there. I have one, and like for that load for big beds, it just makes it heat up like super fast.
Yeah. I think he was also mentioning you might switch all the kits over to 24 volt. I know he ordered a whole bunch of power supplies, like newer 24 volt power supplies. I don't know if it's going to be just for the FT5 or if he's going to do it for all the kits, but it won't be that hard. You'll just have to put either get a ramps board designed for 24 volts or use MKS boards on everything, which is possible.
What about the steppers? Are they compatible with 24 volts?
Yeah, they'll work. The board regulates it as long as the board is rated for 24 volt. It'll regulate it down to the voltages needed for the stepper drivers and all that. Part cooling fans, the same thing. We'll just get 12 volt or 24 volt part cooling fans. That's the idea, at least.
And try to incorporate some of the mods that people had done, like good mods.
Yeah.
Even if it is printed parts.
He was thinking about going to a single motor for the Z-axis, like, or either that or something to where the lead screws are tied together. You know how people have been modding that.
Yeah.
And issues with that. That's one of the things we're looking at doing. A new material. I can't say much about this yet. It's still a secret, but a new material, not melamine.
Carbon fiber.
That'll be in different colors available. And there'll also be an upgrade kit to this new material. So if you have a regular melamine FT5, you can upgrade to this new material.
Ooh.
It's early works right now. We just got a machine that can actually work with this material. So we're going to see how that works and then potentially use it in the future. We don't know yet. We'll see. If it does work out, it'll be nice.
Imagine a big cardboard.
That'd be funny. It's paper. It's all going to be paper.
Yeah. Oh, that's true. I don't. I'm pretty sure it's most likely like either steel or anodized aluminum or something like that.
You're wrong on both.
Ooh.
Yes. That's the cool part. And here's the best part: is you can probably guess a lot of things, and you're still going to be wrong because I didn't know this stuff existed. So, but it's actually really cool. I got to play with it when we were when I was up at Folger Tech. I got to actually like play with it and test it out, and it's a really weird material. It's really cool. I'll tell you about it after the stream.
You know what would be funny? If like someone in the company pranks like a customer and they order a bunch of aluminum parts and they just send it like a bunch of the same parts but in flexible material.
Yeah, I wanted a bunch of 2020 beams and send it to them in like wood. A bunch of 2020 extrusions in wood.
Yeah, just like
That'd
cut
be
it with a CNC.
Yeah. And it is aluminum. You're wrong. Jello. You're getting closer. Single Z has been a hot mod for a while now. Probably a good move. Yes.
Yeah.
Yeah. I don't know if it's going to be single motor or if it'll be two motors just with a linked belt or something like that, but we're looking at different options. Acrylic. You're wrong. It's not acrylic.
Not acrylic. I don't think
I
so.
would rather have dual Z motors. I hope that's someone that I got.
Wow.
I hope that's someone on my fantasy. Hey, dude, bro, who was that? I'm guessing they got a touchdown. Who was it? You won't listen to me. It's football, man. I was actually planning on. I part of me didn't want to stream tonight because I wanted to watch football, but it'll be a shorter stream tonight. I'm not going to go 2 hours again. I'm tired of shit. I'm surprised I've made it this long. So we might go till like 10 or so, and then it'll be it. I'm going to be tired, but
Let's see some questions. Throw some questions in, boys.
yeah, guys, throw us some questions. This question, it could be anything. It doesn't even have to be 3D printer related. Anything about me and him, whatever. It doesn't matter. Just anything. It doesn't matter.
Yeah.
Football intensive.
In gold.
Yeah,
Imagine
gold,
printing that. Imagine printing like gold. That would be cool.
Don't they have gold filament? It's got like gold dust and stuff.
That would be so
like-
expensive.
Yeah, it's stupidly expensive, but but yeah, the material the new material we're looking into is actually really nice, and if it works, there'll be different thicknesses. So parts that need to be like 6mm, like the melamine is, there's a 6mm version, but there's also a 3mm version of it, which would be good for like the angle brackets and everything like that.
Oh.
And the cool part is
Is it
comes
is it
in
printer or is it a printer or is it like in sheets that you buy?
It's in sheets, and you need to mill it. Like I said, I don't know 100%, but that's the plan at least. Is that we're eventually going to use this material because it is a really cool material. Like I said, I got to play with it, and even the 3mm one is what I was playing with. It was really strong, and it was really cool. And like I said, it comes in different colors. So there's like brushed aluminum, anodized black, white. There's like I think there's a clear version too.
Yeah.
But it's not the same. It's not exactly the same material, but it's really cool.
We have a question.
What's that?
How to print solid like 90% infill?
How to print solid like 90% infill. Just push the, just put the infill all the way up to 100%. That's what I do.
Just go on your slicer and change it.
Just change
But
it to
there is
100%.
like what I have found is that you can get away with like lower infills as long as you have enough outside layers, if you know what I'm saying.
Yeah, I
Like the
usually use
outer
3.
Yeah, I usually just use 4 and infill between like 15 to 25, and that gives me like really strong parts.
Yeah.
I don't have to waste that much plastic, and it's really strong. Like the power supply is really strong and still bendy.
Yeah. Let's see. PVC. It's not PVC.
No, I don't
No
think
comment
so.
on the G10 plate. G10 plate. What's G10 plate?
G10 plate.
I don't know what that means. Marco, you're gonna have to clarify. I got
Yeah.
a fidget spinner.
And the wall thickness, you just go 0.4. It should be fine.
Wall thickness
Same,
settings.
same as your basically as the hole in your um the nozzle.
You doing something
Oh
again?
man. I mean, Gavin is having so much fun, man.
He's having a great time right now. Apparently they're
Yeah,
winning, I guess.
wall thickness settings. I mean, what have you been doing lately?
I've been doing absolutely nothing.
Nothing.
No, I've been lazy.
Oh man. Oh man.
Marco, no, it's not. I just looked up what that is because I've never heard of it before. It's not even that. It's even cooler. Trust me. I mean, I don't know the actual name of the stuff, so maybe, but from what I saw on there, it's not what that is. I haven't really been doing much. I did a bunch of laser cutting stuff earlier this week. My cousins were down, and I made something custom for them, and it was really nice. But I was not a. I haven't 3D printed anything. Actually, I've been designing something for a friend, and I need to print it. And I finally finished designing it earlier today, but I haven't printed it yet. But otherwise, I haven't actually printed anything today. So I've been playing with knives. That's what I did this week. I got a couple new knives.
Rory RC. The thing is that with a 0.2 nozzle, like even if you get a particle of dust in there, then you're gonna have a bad time. That's the thing. The smaller the nozzle you go, the easier it is for it to clog, because you don't have enough space for the filament to go through and other particles.
Yeah, 0.2 clogs is ridiculously bad.
Yeah. You have to. I mean, you have to consider your choices at that point. Whether you want to print like whether you want to print super detail or you want to like rip all your hairs out of your head. Because man, you're gonna go crazy.
It also depends on. I would go like a 0.3 millimeter because those are actually pretty decent.
Yeah.
Horrible quality with the 2 millimeter nozzle. He just sent me a picture on Facebook or on Twitter of the 2 millimeter nozzle.
Oh wow.
Yeah, it looks pretty good. It looks pretty good. It's pretty funny.
Yeah.
Mylar,
And also,
Delrin, and acetol would be my best guess.
oh,
It's probably close. Like I said, I don't know the actual name of the stuff. I should probably ask. I know it's some sort of thing. That's all I'm gonna say. You'll see it eventually. Don't worry about it. Don't worry about it. Are the aluminum plates that come with the FT5s available for purchase separately? The bed plate? You mean? The bed itself is available on the FolgerTech.com. Search up bed plate and it's the 300 by 300 one. It's like $30. If you're talking about the aluminum plate that it came with a long time ago, no, we don't even do those anymore. I don't even think we have any.
yeah.
Laser cut that, and he mentioned having to mill it. I will say it is not something that you can laser cut. The lasers will not touch it.
Is it gonna like make fumes that are gonna kill you if you do it?
No, it won't go through it.
Oh.
Won't even go through it. Won't even touch it. Which should give you a hint. Like I said, it's not. I guess I should say it's not. It's not anodized aluminum. It's not aluminum plates. Okay, I'll say that. And it's not
ABS.
It's not sheet aluminum or anything. You'll see.
It's ABS.
Feed speed mean anything? This is how fast it goes. Well, the feed rate is just literally how fast the printer is going. Flow rate is how much it's extruding versus what it's supposed to, basically. Just dust can clog up 0.01. Yeah. Trying it for the lithophane. Maybe I'll try
Wow.
0.3 for you guys. Yeah, 0.3 is actually pretty nice. I used one once. I didn't like it though. I'm lazy. I don't like waiting. Oh, here is another important question. Larger back enclosure for the FT5. That's not a question. Please answer in the form of a question. I think that's going to be one of those mods that's on the list of something that'll be like an official thing that you can either buy or it comes with it. Would be a enclosure of some sort, because the frame of the FT5 was designed to like have an enclosure. I just want to say I'm watching your camera. I was able to see the whole thing, but they didn't see what you were doing, and it looked like you went off camera to like do drugs or something, which is hilarious looking. I'm just like, what's he doing? They're not gonna know, but I can see it. He just went.
I was
he
just
went and
drinking
drank some
water.
water. He was just drinking water, guys. He's fine. He may be in New York, but he's not a drug addict. The
There's
30
a lot
by
of them
30
here.
plate, but not the heated bed. Yeah, that's what I mean. Do you mean the aluminum plate that came with the heated bed, when like the original version of the FT5, like when it was still the PCB bed? Because if you mean that, then no, it doesn't come with that, or we don't even sell it or anything. That's what came from the factory with those beds. Like we got a deal through it, but we don't have those anymore. We haven't had that bed in forever. So Judd needs to show us mercy and give us a few more inches of height for that USB and show more room for cable management. Yeah, I mean he can just raise that bit up a little bit more, and that should be fine. Or just the mounting for the well, it depends on when you got the printer actually, because the newer versions of the printer actually has a little bit more room for that area. Like he moved the mounting holes for the board down a little bit. Or just get right angle USB connectors and then everything's fine. So I'm trying to get him to do that because that's probably going to be cheaper.
Imagine an FT5 made out of obsidian.
It would be so heavy. A glass FT5. Is it some form of composite or is it a metal alloy? It's not a metal alloy, but it is some sort of composite, and that's all I'm going to say on that, because I don't want to say anymore. Just because it's still up in the air as to how we're going to use it, what we're going to use. There's a couple different kinds, too, that he's been testing out, so I don't know full details. We are getting pure ruby and sapphire gantry rails. Yeah, we need that. 100% gold bars for the bed. What are you putting in your FT5? There's plenty of room. Right now there's a AMD CPU box sitting underneath my FT5.
Do you get a Ryzen?
Yeah, I got Ryzen. I have the 1700 on my computer now. That thing's amazing. 8 cores, 16 threads. It's awesome.
Damn. I gotta switch my. The thing is that when I built this computer, I went with Intel, and then I was like, damn, I should have gone with AMD, and now I have to switch my motherboard and switch my RAM and switch the CPU.
Yeah. It's worth it though. I just put an M.2 drive in my computer because my boot SSD is 120 gigs, and it's been like starving for memory for the past like year. So I just got a new M.2 drive, 270 gigs or something like that. Put it in there and then cloned everything over. So now it's my boot drive and it's a lot bigger. So now I just use the SSD for a video editing. Just put all my files in there, edit the videos super fast, then get out of there.
Too bad you don't use Linux. In Linux, what you can do is set your system in the SSD, and then everything else goes in another drive.
Well, I can do that anyway. It's just I like having big programs in the SSD, so they boot quicker, like all my Adobe programs and stuff like that. So it didn't have a lot of room because of that. Plus, Windows 10 is like half the drive anyway.
But the program itself, or the data for the program?
Both.
Like
the program itself mainly.
Okay.
So I can get it to start quick. But 120 gigs is really just not enough unless you're going to be, just the operating system. So
yeah. It really depends on the drive.
Yeah, but this one's pretty fast too. So Dustin, if you had the money, what kind of DIY from scratch printer would you build? I have a design that I've been working on for a long time. Imagine an FT5, but an 8x8 bed. Like it's the standard 8x8 bed. It can do 500 millimeter tall, 200 millimeter square. Super small to the point to where it's only about a 1 foot footprint X and Y. Like the whole frame itself is only about a foot, maybe 13 inches or so square. 500 millimeter build height, and lead screws, slider rails, everything. Imagine a mini FT5, that kind of thing, with a 500 millimeter build height and an 8x8 bed, and it's Core XY.
Why don't you prototype it?
I have a model mocked up, but I don't have the money to go and just buy all the parts because that'll cost like $500, and I got better shit to spend my money on.
I mean, just
I really don't need.
Be like John, and
yeah, I probably could. But I probably could.
Be like John, I can give you the design so you can sell it, and he'll be like, "Whoa."
Yeah, just give me like, give me 5% of the sales as royalty.
I mean, if he does that, then you're gonna make a lot of money.
That's the point.
Yep.
Plate with bearings on the bed, is that up to buy one? Oh, the aluminum plate for the Prusa? I think it's on the website. If not, you can message orders at FoldYourTech.com and you can get it. You can buy it from them, or they'll send you one custom order. Comment was directed at people needing a bigger enclosure. Okay.
Okay.
I got you. I understand now. Vinyl Easter fiber plate. I have no idea what that is. A mini FT5 with lead screws in all directions. Got it. Not in all directions. I'm not a massive fan of lead screw on the X and Y just because it's slower.
Yeah, it's way too slow.
Yeah, but good, getting there. Maybe I'll put up a picture of the thing. But the whole point of it was I wanted it to be maximize the build area with being small footprint. Like this would have the footprint of like an M3D or something like that, but still be an 8x8 printer.
Oh man, don't even come on, man. Why did you have that? Why do you have to mention that printer? Come on, man.
Because the only thing that it's good for is it's super small, so you can
there
like, put
are
it in
other
your pocket.
printers, man. Come on, you can mention any other printer, not that one.
Well, that's the only way I can.
It's a curse. See, now you curse the stream, man. Come on.
Well, the stream's gonna end in like a couple minutes anyway, so it's fine.
You just curse it, man. You just ruin the stream. Come on.
I got to work on memory issues for my PC. Printer face runs out of memory when rendering anything over 1 million lines. Do you have a 32-bit operating system on your computer? Because it could be that. Otherwise, it could just be a memory leak in printer face, in which case I have 16 gigs of memory or RAM on my computer, and I have like a 30 gig page file, so I'll be fine.
Can I ask you a question? Rory, did you turn on and off your computer?
Did you unplug
Just do that and then it's gonna be fixed. Or try to uninstall it and install it and see if it works. Maybe a newer version would work better. Or just try Repetier. Don't use Pronterface. Pronterface is weird.
I mean, even like programs that I pay for do shit like that sometimes. Like a Premiere, if I open, they have like the little, like in the program, they have that file directory thing. You can like find the files you're going to edit and like drag them in from there. If I open up a folder with all the like raw files of like 4K footage in there, it like opens them all up in raw format. So all of a sudden, my computer's trying to like put in 60 gigs into my RAM. I'm like, I don't have that kind of memory, and then it shuts down. It's just like, you tried to overload the RAM. I'm like, I'm sorry, I didn't mean to. But if I go and just drag the files in like from a window into the program, then it works fine. I don't have a problem. So I don't know why, but it's weird. Will Fold Your Tech cut the extrusions to size when you order them if you request it? No. They
not at all.
They have the capability, but they do not have the people and the time to do it. So no. But a hacksaw will work just fine, or a chop saw will work just fine to cut that stuff.
Yeah, just try to get it as straight as possible. Be careful
Yeah.
with those shaky hands.
Yeah, and if you need it cut to a certain size and you really don't want to do it yourself, you can get it from Masumi. Or,
Oh yeah, Misumi is where I get my stuff cut and shipped.
And you can tell them you want it a certain length, and they'll cut it to it, but it is more expensive. And certain lengths, like you can get like, I can't remember what it was, but you can get like a 200 millimeter section for like something, but if you get like a 205 millimeter section, it costs like $6 more.
Yeah,
But
because
if you get like
what
if
they
you get
do
like
is that
250, it's like then it's
they have
cheaper.
ranges.
Yeah.
They have certain ranges, and then if you pass to the other range, then it's like a bunch more money.
Yeah, but even then, if it's like some really weird area, like if it's like 248.3, then it's like even more because it's like accuracy, and they don't have it just laying around. It's kind of weird, but
no, I think they just cut it there. They don't have it around. They just cut it when you order.
yeah, it's weird. Yep, I do 32-bit. Yeah, 32-bit. That's gonna be your issue. Get a 64-bit operating system. Why are you using 32-bit, man? It's
Why are you
2017.
using 32-bit? Come on, just throw that
My
away, man.
phone is
This is the
64-bit.
future, man. This is the future, man.
Composite laminated plate stock. Probably. I don't know what it's actually called. Marco, stop. You won't be able to clone it. How many watts is a stock Folgertech heater? The hot end heater is 40 watt stock. I'll find it, Ritual. Dustin is not even reading my guesses at this point. I read them. I'm just not acknowledging them because if you're getting closer, I don't want to tell everyone because I don't know exactly what it is.
You know what will be funny? If you show your design on a stream just randomly, and then some Chinese guy copies it and makes it in China.
Yeah.
And then they call it the ANET A25,000.
The ANET. Oh, no.
You get it because they copy everything.
Yeah. I am setting up a 48 by 48 by 36 printer made out of storefront extrusion. Z4 lead screws. Well, that is what my goal are. I'll find out if I ever get it complete.
Wait, is that for 48 centimeters or inches or
I
what?
bet it's inches.
Jesus
It's
Christ.
a big ass printer. You better print a girlfriend with that. Masumi is amazing. You could get everything to build a printer except for the control board.
Yeah.
Pretty much, yeah.
So, sometimes it's easier to go with eBay, but usually, at least for extrusions, that they're like the best. I have built a couple of printers, and since they have to be like specific sizes, I cannot buy them online. And then when I order them, usually in like 3 days, they ship it and they ship it through UPS, and it's pretty good. Like their service is like perfect, completely perfect. I have no complaints with them.
Yeah. 36 inches. 48 by 48 by 36 inches. Damn. Do the frame have to be 100% square? As close as you can get to 100% square, yes. Use a square, like a regular triangle square. It worked fine for my needs until I started using for 3D printing. Use my MacBook for AutoCAD. Yeah, 32 bits is like. I've actually I have this little tablet thing that I use for the laser now. I pretty much exclusively use it for the laser and occasional late night doing stuff on the computer, but it's only 32-bit and it works fine for small things. But
if you go on, I don't know if they're still selling it, but Micro Center used to sell this tablet for like $50, and they're like quad core Windows tablets that are like really small. You can buy those and you can basically use them for whatever, basically for like laser cutters and 3D printers and whatever you want to control with those. And they're small enough that you can do a lot with them. You can just mount it whatever.
There's actually 12 people watching. Wow, that's amazing.
Nice.
You guys are great. What time is it? It's 10:05. I'm really tired. What's the Miami Dolphins score? Hold on. Miami Dolphins. Shit. There's 2 minutes left. I'm gonna show everyone my knives because they're cool that I just got, and then I'm gonna probably end the stream if you're good with that. Next week, I promise it'll be a longer stream. Hey, do you want Marco to be on the stream next week? Next week?
Hell yeah.
I was thinking about getting him on there. Marco, if you want, you can be on the stream next week. Same time, same channel, that whole thing. Then we'll have 3 people. Unless you can't make it, in which case we'll have 2. But if we can get 3 people on here, that'll be ridiculous.
Yep.
Then we're just all going to die. So anyway, I got 3 knives. I'll show you. This one's my first one. It's super deadly. I carry pocket knives because carrying pocket knives is really useful. And the one that I've been carrying for like 3 years is now broken. So I needed a new one. I couldn't decide. So I got 3 different ones. So I bought 3 of them. They're all assisted opening because assisted opening is where it's at. This one's got a wood handle. And that's nice. So I haven't decided on which one I want to carry around EDC, but we'll go from there. So
Just carry all of them.
yeah, have one in each pocket walking around.
Yeah. I carry one here, but mine's broke. I was fishing and I was doing something with it and it broke. So I have not.
Yeah, but you're also in New York where like carrying like a butter knife is considered like a felony.
Who cares, man? I mean,
come to Florida. You can literally walk into like Walmart with a shotgun and no one gives a shit.
Yeah. You can buy shotguns here.
Yeah, but can you carry them?
Nope.
Well, there you go.
You can't do anything here.
Yeah, Z1 Power said the knife would be so illegal in Canada. Yeah, I know. It's not a switchblade. It's assisted opening, so it's legal for me to carry, but go from there. Anyway, I think it's a good place to stop right as we're getting more people come in. I'm tired.
We can stay for like 15 minutes more if you want to.
Yeah, well, I'm gonna go and do something, but I'll be in the chat. I'll be in the live chat. I'm gonna keep that up for a while.
Why are you never making videos, man? Like,
I know. I gotta make videos.
Look at the laser. Look at the other stuff that you have. Come on, man.
Yeah, I need to make videos about the laser. I've got the hang of it now, so I think I'm comfortable with making videos without being some noob on YouTube who's like, I got this laser. I've print one thing on it. I'm such an expert. Oh my god. I like being good at things.
That's one thing that I see. It's like, for example, like if you're a big woodworking channel and you gotta for example, like AliExpress or Banggood send them or Gearbest sends them a printer, then they print 2 things and they're like reviewing it. I mean, if you don't know anything, if you don't even know how to level a bed, don't even be reviewing printers because then you're misleading other people.
Yeah.
It's
ridiculous.
It's ridiculous. It's because it's just they just send printers to like basically everyone at this point.
Yeah. All right, everyone. We'll be back next week, same time, same channel, Thursday at 9 for Thursday night chat, and I promise it'll be a longer video than this one. Unless everything explodes, in which case it won't be. But yeah. So for those of you just coming in, just rewind it and watch the whole thing. You get to see everything. The chat's there and all that. So go ahead and do that. Thank you, Angel, for joining me. I know it was a short one. I know we weren't here that long, but
yeah,
you know how life is. So we'll make up for it. We'll do like a 6-hour stream at some point. It'll be great. It'll be awesome. So
okay, cue the outro.
I forgot to make the outro. No, we're gonna die. All right, everyone. Thank you again for watching, and we'll see you next week. And I'm gonna try to make a video tomorrow before I go to work.
Yeah, try to make a video. I want to try to make one because I haven't made a video in months, basically.
All right, so whoever makes a video first between me and him wins. Okay, ready, set, go.
Okay.
All right, I'll see y'all later.